Hi, I'm Paweł Spychalski, and today let's answer a question of how to install and where to install a GPS module just like this one on a quadcopter frame so it makes sense and works just like expected, because the answer is not that simple as some people think. And trust me, when I see how some people want to install their GPS modules, something like cringes in the back of my head. The question of how and where to install a GPS module on the quadcopter frame pops up in the different places of the internet on the quite regular basis. And in theory it's very simple question and very simple answer. In practice, not always, because there are two really cases. The case number one is the GPS module only as the GPS module without magnetometer connected. That means, for example, when you want to use it with your Betaflight to do the GPS rescue, or more advanced usages with the magnetometer that is installed on majority of the GPS modules, so that you can use your drone, for example, for the real return to home, landing, waypoints, and other amazing stuff that either ArduPilot or the INAV can do. And there is one, in the modern quadcopters, there is one place that's really like the best to do it, and the others, well, as usually works. Today I will show you both how rather you really should not do it, and of course the way that you can do it. First of all, because this is the antenna, the ceramic part over here is the antenna, and the antenna is facing upwards. This place of the GPS modules should not be really hidden under the carbon. It can be a foam, it can be piece of plastic, okay, but rather not the carbon. That will really be, let's say, quite efficient in the blocking the signal. So rather you will not be able to install the GPS module inside. It should be outside. The other aspect is that the GPS can be blocked, for example, by anything that's polluting a lot of RF noise in 1 something gigahertz range. And that means that probably you should not never put it very close to the place when you will have the HD camera. Yes, the HD cameras are kinda, let's say, they like to put a lot of noise, and there are known cases when just having enabled powered, not even recording HD camera, blocks the GPS fix from happening. So rather not somewhere where you will have the HD camera, rather somewhere in the back. I saw some examples and some ideas of people trying to mount the GPS module on the arm. And no, this is not good, because the GPS has some height, and if you put this thing on the arms, you will kinda very quickly realize that the plate of the GPS module is very close to the propeller itself. It's not that the propeller will block the radio signals for the GPS, no, but if you will hit something, the propeller might bend and just hit your GPS module, and it will just fly away, be destroyed, or even the propeller will be destroyed. So this is rather a no-go. Where then next? Flat on the carbon? Yeah, not really that great. Well, it's fine. It's fine if you do not want to use the magnetometer. If you want to use the magnetometer on the GPS module, then you have to remember to keep at least 5 centimeters of the distance between the GPS modules and any cable that supplies the ESCs and the motors, because the electric cables generate the magnetic field, and the magnetic field interact with the earth magnetic field and makes the GPS reading, the magnetometer readings of the magnetometer over here complete rubbish without a chance of having a successful position hold. So rather somewhere slightly far away from the cables. Remember that over here you will probably have the battery, and the battery is also not a great place. You will have the wire for the battery, and here on the arms you will have wires to the motors. Here you will have motors which are magnetic very much because they have magnets and the coils and the electromagnets, and they are made from metal and they do not work well with the magnetometers. So when years ago there was a trend to install the magnetometer on the mast. So you had some kind of the mast installed somewhere here, and 5-10 centimeters above the main deck you had the GPS module installed. On the big 10-12 inch propeller quadcopter, this is fine, but imagine putting a mast like 5 centimeters over here with the... No, this is rather not the best idea ever, because on every crash you will have to replace the mast, because it will just snap, the forces will be so strong. So the question is where to put the magnetometer and the GPS so it always works, it's not affected by the motors, cables or any metallic elements. The answer, my friends, it's quite simple, because all you have to do is you have to find some kind of the attachment to the rear to your frame, like this. On my Pirc 7, for example, I have the 3D printed plate behind the main deck, between the rear motors. So if you will measure the distance between the GPS and the magnetometer over here to the motor, is probably even closer to 4 inches or 10 centimeters, not this minimum 5 ones. Yes, there are some slight magnetic fields from here, for example, from the standoff. If it's aluminum, then it's magnetic, so it's not relevant. Maybe from the screw, maybe carbon, slightly, but not really. The antenna for the RX radio system, it's not really polluting that much to counteract the sensitivity of the GPS unit and the magnetometer. This board over here as well, and cables are also far. So currently in the 2020 and also in the 2019, the best really place to install any GPS module, is it for the Betaflight or the INAV Arduino Pilot, anywhere with magnetometer, without magnetometer, is on some kind of the extension behind the rear of the frame. Works every time, magnetometer works every time. There are no problems with the magnetic fields, there are no problems with receptions, everything is great. However, if you are using also the VTX antenna in the configuration like that, then yeah, finding a good place might be slightly more problematic. Yeah, the VTX antenna, 5.8 GHz antenna, is not really magnetic. It's not generating a lot of magnetic fields, so it will not counteract magnetometer that much. And if you are using this just for the Betaflight, when there is no magnetometer, only the GPS rescue, which is just fly and drop, then even then, behind the main plate of the drone, between the rear motors, is still probably the best place. If I would want to, for example, on this thing, install INAV with the navigation capabilities, all I would have to do is to slide the antenna down, and there is still would be enough of the distance. You see, like 2-3 centimeters between the GPS and the magnetometer on the non that much magnetic antenna, and it still would be fine. Here on the arms, on the HD camera, probably not the best idea ever. Behind the rear arms, just like this. And to think about this even will be quite well protected during the crash, because if you have this on the mast would always snap. But here, the rear arms and the motors and the propellers over here are really protecting the GPS module and this 3D printed extension from anything bad happening to it. So, consumer advice? Definitely a consumer advice. Thank you for watching, and until the next one. Bye bye.